I'm the king of the town, pass me the crown, everyone scream, Hitman.
I first started music around 2000, 2002. But that was actually spitting a couple of years before I actually was making music. And I was also a DJ, but didn't actually like it, man. It weren't really for me, so I decided to try and do the MCing thing.
Cool, just give it a last little 1, 2.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I've always been influenced with music. It's been around me like growing up. Like, people are surprised how long it took me to start music so late. People always thought I'd do music, but it's one of those ones you have to like be around the right circle and the right people, and it like as I got older I think it kind of grew into me that I wanted to do music a bit more. Yep. Growing up I was a little break dancer, so it's always been around me, music in it. Like, it just takes the right thing to bring it out and be around the right people for you to actually say, you know what, I'm gonna focus on music.
Yeah, I can't run out of moves because the flow's too deadly. Man know when I touch mic like bruises, you get me. Cause I got a unique style, don't sound like any other MC. What? Shelly and Father, it comes like man don't respect me when half of these MCs are dead meat.
In the early years it was just a hobby. I was just writing lyrics with friends and stuff, going on radio. But then I think it's when you start getting bookings, you start thinking, you know what, I could actually do this and take it like further than actually as a hobby kind of thing. So after we've done a few radio shows, you start getting a few bookings in. I think I kind of knew that in the long run it would be more than a hobby, like a profession.
You wanna bring something to the table, then do it, cause right now nothing ain't rent free. You wanna make a mark in the game, trust me, then nothing ain't destined. I can't take these bad mind dons, I ain't never been one to impress them.
When we first come out, like, we didn't have no internet, no YouTube. And like, you see how you've got one extra playing Grime now. Them things never happened back then when we came out. Like, no one was really supporting it. Where now people have got YouTube and internet as extra access to promote their music and stuff. When we came out, all we had was word of mouth and send your tunes around via Bluetooth. You had like the odd DVDs that we was running, but that was about it. There weren't really no opportunities like that. Well, Blood Brothers was basically like it's like a collective, and what it was basically pushing artists in Birmingham who weren't getting the recognition they should get. So they all formed together as one collective. It was like a record label, if you could kind of say, but there weren't no deals. You didn't have to sign no contracts, kind of thing. And it was just mainly pushing out artists from Birmingham that weren't getting the recognition. So we'd done DVDs. There was mixtapes. We had lots of live shows at various venues, Handsworth Park. It was just basically promoting artists from the urban street that weren't getting recognised, kind of thing. Obviously the media tried to portray it as something different, but it was mainly just no different to what you see as people doing now to back then.
I love man moving around like say I was an old school gypsy, yeah. I rub man down like say I was an old school Linford Christie, yeah. Something like Apple, a man gets lit, a man gets lippy.
Back then we was doing it to get recognised, when now people are doing it just to get views, you know what I mean? Like, people think that because they got 100,000 views they're big, where someone could put out a song, would probably get only 20,000 views, but there's still a better artist than that one. It's just the promotion, how they promote their music now. They're getting more love, so they can put music out and it spreads really quick, where it gets quick recognition. In the early stages when I first started it, you don't really know about the income side and the business side of it, but as you go along you learn things in it. So now when you like do your music, you realise there's other avenues. It ain't just music. You can do merchandise, you have your bookings, you have royalties from being played on radio. There's so much things you can do now to actually make a living from music. So I think it works out in the long run.
I'm an alien boy, straight from outer space. Thought you knew already, we're here to take over. It's an invasion. Why now your troops now? Cause we ain't no place and for invasion. Ready, take over.
Invasion Alert come about with another artist called Vader. It's basically why I joined it. It was very similar to Blood Brothers in the sense where it was artists that wasn't getting recognition to get back out there. Where with myself, I was already out there, but I just felt like, you know what, being around someone who's a legend like Vader in Birmingham, it would actually help me more. And it was more of grime, where with Blood Brothers, the early stage, it was more rap and grime, as well as singers, where this was just focusing on what I could do, you get what I mean? So, plus Vader's very close with my brother. So, it's someone I look up to, like, who inspired me to get into music kind of thing. So, I felt it kind of an honour when he asked me to join. And yeah, the rest was history from there. If I didn't have kids, I don't think I'd be as motivated. When you have kids, you can't be sitting around and it, like, time waits for no man, so it makes you even more determined to go out there and do it for them. It's a hard thing to go through, to lose someone so close to you and stay focused. But I think if it wasn't for music, I would have went off track, because it kind of kept me sane. Obviously you have your family around you, but when you're doing music and to lose a loved one, it's like, I don't know, it's like it soothes and it heals, playing music. So I guess it helped me in that sense, where a lot of people would have sat down and sobbed about it. I carried on doing what I was doing kind of thing. I didn't make nothing put me off. I still was going to radio, still going to shows, still doing videos. So I think it kind of motivated me to, you know what, get over it, like overcome the hard loss I went through.
So, I
want the verse. Could I squeeze something in? I want to think if I could put a chorus on it.
On the whole, yeah.
Go back a bit. Like, to know that you can be with someone so soon and then gone in a split second, it makes you like kind of cherish life even more. Obviously you have your days where it still affects you, but I think when you have good people around you, it makes it easier to, like, I don't know, I'd say just want to overcome the situation. When you go through these kind of things, it makes you think, you know what, there's nothing that can actually put you off or upset you even more. You've been through the hardest you could go through, do you know what I mean? Like, so to know for a fact now that there's nothing that can actually get to me, like, it's made me mentally stronger and even more determined to succeed for him.
I don't care about your bridges bring it. Them and the destined for seeking. I do my thing myself, rely on nobody's help. Feel like a misfit, I show me a bigger MC than I am. True to my word, I don't want to arse it. 10 years in this crime, like I've been grafted. You can never say ain't active. Like old school like Rusky. Not be the feel of my jack.
Like, when you first start off in music, you don't actually realise how big you can get in your hometown. Not just your hometown, like throughout the UK, and you don't realise until you go places like shopping, just little things. You go out and people are mobbing you to take pictures, and you actually realise then, you know what, whoa, I think it is, artists to themselves don't realise how big they are till they go out in the public eye and then they see the reaction. So I think it's like, it does throw you off, but at the same time it keeps you humble. My biggest accomplishment so far, I've had quite a few, to be fair. My first one was at the early start of the Invasion days. I was picked by Radio 1 as having the 4th biggest tune of the Grime at the minute by Hugh Stevens. I was played on Radio 1. I was also involved in Fire in the Booth last year, which was another big accomplishment to me, because I didn't think actually Charlie Sloth was watching. So to know that he was watching your music and you didn't think he was is a big accomplishment.
I dare man to disrespect the ting. They get slapped with no hands. Come on, dons are like Mardi Gras, the fireworks bang. Some call me gang affiliated, but it's just fam. I ain't really one to brag and boast, but I can get your tan. But music is this motto, I just want to stack them grands. So I'm trying to live that progress so I live a better man.
NAS festival, done a lot of festivals. Like, they're the best things you can ever do, like to know that you do music and then you go out in front of a load of people, you see people mosh pitting. It's crazy. And my last one was, I was named by Complex magazine last year, just before Christmas, as 15 artists out of London that you need to watch. So yeah, that one stood out a lot, because obviously Complex is such a big thing going in America and England as well. My goal collaborations, I'd say in UK, I'd probably like to work with Wiley, because obviously he's the godfather of grime, and it, like, you can't not do grime and not want to work with Wiley. Like, he's done so much for the grime scene, you get me? And probably say it's Skepta.
Then you want some instrumental here, or just go straight to like that ending?
Straight into that ending, yeah.
Sound of Sweats. Give me a second.
In 5 years' time, I see myself. I still see myself within music. I don't know if I'll actually be spitting still. I don't know, I couldn't say. But I reckon I'll be in the music game. If not being an agent or something, or having a label, I'll be pushing the next Hitman.
You can even like me and like me not, so I keep fighting even though they wanna write me off. I'm bringing something to the table, people like the bus. My fan base is getting bigger, I ain't even bust. You can even like me and like me not, so I keep fighting even though they wanna write me off. I'm bringing something to the table, people like the bus. Fan base is getting bigger, I ain't even bust. I write bars so much, mans think that I'm hibernated, I'm odd, no debating. Fan base gets bigger, mans know that I'm highly rated. Don't think I'm a new MC, fresh to the scene, my done, I've been around for ages.